You've got to try these Star Card Loadouts in Battlefront 2. I have 2 overpowered loadouts for each class, including the best weapon and their attachments for each build. Big tip at the end if you don't have those weapons unlocked yet. Starting with the Specialist, and I have a sniper build that we'll go over next, but I want to start with the fun one. This is called the Brawler, and the devs absolutely cooked when they made this. This loadout uses Stealth, the Brawler card, the personal bubble shield, and either the A280 CFE or the Tuscan Cycler rifle for the weapon. Either one works here. Attachments don't matter too much. We're not going to be doing much shooting here. And this loadout is best played in really close quarters maps like Kessel or Jabba's Palace. The idea is to activate our middle ability to get that minimap information and a nice boost in speed. Then we activate our bubble shield and run around the map looking for people to catch these hands. Stealth gives you fists of concrete. It makes your melee hit for 125 damage, making troopers a 2-shot from the front or a 1-shot from the back. And the personal shield just protects you while you get in close. The Brawler card refreshes your health and abilities when you get a knockout, so even if they pop your shield, as long as you're getting kills, you can keep recycling it. There are fewer things in this game more satisfying than bubble brawling your way through a huge group of enemies. This build especially really shows how certain star cards play well with each other. Stealth buffs the melee, which makes Brawler a lot better, which insta-cools your shield, which helps you land more punches and repeat the cycle. It's excellent. For the weapon, the A280 CFE and the Tuscan rifle are just the best close-range snipers, in my opinion. So if you really have to blast someone, you can, but the goal here is to really chase UFC gold. Bubble brawling is probably my favorite way to play this game, hands down, but it is more specific to the map, so here's a more meta sniper build that you can use in more situations. For this loadout, I run Marksman, Stealth again, the improved thermal binoculars, and the NT242 with dual zoom and improved cooling attachments. Marksman is just a personal favorite card of mine. You'll see it pop up on a couple other builds in this video. It instantly cools your blaster when you get a headshot kill, and the weapon builds up more heat before you have to cool it down again. If you're getting headshots non-stop, you can theoretically fire your blaster forever without ever having to cool it down, which is perfect for a sniper build. Stealth just makes it so that we don't pop up on the enemy's minimap when we fire the weapon. We're not using that crazy melee damage that it gives us. It's just to stay hidden. The improved binoculars are for finding targets when just eyes aren't enough. And they can also mark targets for your teammates. When teammates get a kill on a marked enemy, you actually get assist points, which can really add up over time. The NT242 is hands down the best sniper in the game. It's a 1-shot headshot, and it will likely take the longest to unlock out of any weapon in this video, but I guarantee it is well worth the grind. This build is amazing on wide open maps like Geonosis or Crate, and is in my opinion the strongest sniper build in Battlefront 2. And I just noticed this while editing the video. The NT's scope actually lets you know when you're lined up with someone with this red meter here on the left. The Aurebesh here says scanning, and when someone's in your crosshair, it turns red and says enemy detected. I never noticed that before. But now we're moving on to the officer class, and this is an honest, hard-working trooper, tending to the fields, harvesting their crop of battle points, and that's why the first build is the farmer, because with these 3 cards, he rakes in the battle points. Officer's Presence, Bounty Hunter, Improved Battle Command, and really your choice of pistol. I prefer the SC-44E with better cooling and rapid-fire attachments, but the Blurg and the DL-18 are also great. The hand cannon rips at long range too. This is pretty much the standard meta officer loadout. It's an aggressive support build where you want to stay close to the teammates while also holding down the front line. Officer's Presence pulls in battle points when your teammates heal up after taking damage, and it reduces that healing delay, so you should always be getting points. And the pistols pack a punch, so you want to be in the action. Improved Battle Command buffs the team and yourself, and that little extra cushion helps you win a lot of gunfights. And then, of course, Bounty Hunter is a must-have on any battle point build. 20% extra points is a lot, and it helps you get first pick of a hero. If you don't want to play as the officer but still want that nice point boost at the start of the round, you can always start with this loadout, buff the team with Battle Command real quick, then just respawn into a different class you'd rather play. This build is really common. You'll see it a lot, and it's really strong. Whenever I need points fast, I'll usually switch to this loadout. The second build for the officer is just diabolical. If you like disabling your enemy's guns, you'll love this. This loadout runs Disruption, Recharge Command, Resourceful, and again the SC-44E with better cooling and rapid fire attachments. This is Rage Bait Officer. The Disruptor instantly overheats enemy blasters, making it so they can't shoot you for a few seconds, while you get to lay clean headshots into them without worrying. It is pure evil, and I love it. You could play support with this build and hang out with your team, but I prefer a hyper-aggressive playstyle, where I'm flying solo and actively looking for targets and hitting that disruption when they're in range. The recharge command is just to get that disruption back immediately, so you can use it again on the next enemy. The resourceful card gives your cooldowns a 28% speed boost on top of the boost that recharge command gives you, so you'll basically always have your abilities. It's kind of like the bubble brawler, where I usually have the best time with this loadout in really close quarters maps, where once I have my target in sight, it's pretty hard for them to get away. You don't really want to get caught in the open here, because the disruptor's range is limited, and most of the pistols are close range blasters anyway. If you play close to the team though, you can farm some good points too by getting assists if they take out the enemies you disrupted. So if you're not confident in going hunting by yourself yet, you can get a feel for this loadout with the team. It's tons of fun. Rage Bait Officer and Bubble Brawler are probably my favorite loadouts in this video. Next up, we've got the Heavy, probably the class most new players pick up because of that extra 50 HP. Loadout number 1 for the big boy is my standard Heavy build, but there's plenty of room for variation if you don't like any of these cards. For this one, I'm again running Marksman. I told you, I love that card. Either Bodyguard or Survivalist, the improved Combat Shield, and either the TL50 Repeater or the T21 Heavy Blaster. The shield is insane. It effectively puts the Heavy at 500 HP, so unless you miss your shots, you should be winning most gunfights. I'll bounce back and forth between Survivalist and Bodyguard, but lately I've actually been liking Survivalist more. The Heavy has the longest health regeneration delay out of all 4 troopers, so Survivalist is actually just a really good card for the class in general. Probably why it's the last unlocked card. Bodyguard gives you damage reduction when you're in the red, but with 500 HP, it's not really needed. In some cases I'll run it instead of Survivalist, but if you have a card you prefer, this is definitely the one to swap out. Marksman is again there for headshots because I'm always headhunting. The damage multiplier on headshots is just way too good, and Marksman really incentivizes aiming for them, so I like to run it. It's not the last we'll see of it either. The blaster can be whichever one you like best, but I think the TL50 with better cooling and reduced spread, or the T21 with burst fire are your best choices. The second Heavy loadout is a troll build. This is the Explosive Specialist, also known as a Rage Bait Heavy. With this one, you don't even have to aim. It's all about making every tool in your kit an explosive of some kind. We've got Supercharged Sentry, Barrage, Expert Weapons Handling, and the DC-15 with Explosive Shot. The DC-15 and Supercharged Sentry will more or less be the same thing here, with the Sentry for long range and the Blaster for mid-range. The Explosive Shot attachment makes your blaster heat up way faster, but that's why I run Expert Weapons Handling. If you hit the perfect cooling, you'll stay in that no heat phase for a lot longer, and you can put massive damage downrange with explosives. Barrage is just amazing for clearing out rooms or any area that have a lot of enemies. It launches 3 grenades and does a ton of damage, and you still have your impact grenade in the back pocket as a 4th. This is a really brainless loadout. Just hang back, shoot at people. You don't even have to hit them. Just blasting the ground at their feet is enough to hit them with splash damage. And the best part is this all goes through a blocking lightsaber hero. They'll hate you for it, but this is a really good loadout to end a hero's kill streak. Finally, we're on the Assault class, and this guy is probably the most customizable. You can play him in many different ways. Loadout 1 is all about headshots. I'm running All Reliable, Marksman, which is a key card on this setup, Smart Ion Grenade, aka the SIG, and Toughen Up. My blaster of choice is the EL-16 HFE. El Jefe just hits headshots like a truck, and in combination with Marksman, it becomes one of the highest DPS weapons in the entire game. The attachments are reduced recoil and improved range, so mid to long range is where this loadout really shines. The SIG is an extremely versatile ability that you can use for either a quick burst of damage or to pop a turret or pop a shield on a heavy or specialist. I actually prefer the SIG over the thermal detonator almost any day of the week. It's basically the heavy's impact grenade, but better. Then we've got Toughen Up, which is one of the best cards in the whole game. Take a bit of damage, sip on some Bacta, no worries, you're good to go. This is a really aggressive loadout. You want to go out and find your kills. It also helps to know where spawn points are so that you can post up where the enemy will be coming from and you can pick them off with headshots. The Assault class was the first one that I hit max level with, and this is the loadout that got me there. The second loadout on Assault is what I call the Wall Hacker, and your teammates will absolutely love you for playing this. We've got Improved Scan Dart, Recharge Vanguard, Bounty Hunter, and the Blaster is your choice, but it kind of depends on the map. If it's close range, I'd recommend the CR2. If it's longer range, maybe the A280 is better. The whole game plan here is giving your team wall hacks for as long as possible and raking in the battle points for the assists. The Improved Scan Dart gives wall hacks for 14 whole seconds, in which time you'll be running around in Recharge Vanguard trying to get a kill to instantly cool that Scan Dart down. If you space it out right, your team can get wall hacks more often than not, and if you've got 2 or more assaults running around with this loadout, there is not a single enemy that is staying hidden. Just like with the sniper binoculars and the officer's disruptor, you get those assist points when teammates get the kill, so you don't even have to do a whole lot other than just show your team where the enemy is and make sure you've got your scan cooled down for when you need it again. Bounty Hunter isn't necessary, but this is more of a battle point farming loadout, so I like to run it here. But if you want to use a different card, you can swap it out. Resourceful might actually be a good one for even faster cooldowns. These builds on the Trooper classes are insanely overpowered loadouts, and you've got to try them, especially if you're a new player, but I know that a lot of these builds use weapons that unlock really late for the class. So here's that tip that I promised to unlock the weapons faster. So the last locked weapon for each class is strangely the fastest one to unlock, and they're way better than any of the defaults. If you play co-op mode, all you have to do is get 50 kills with any class, and you'll get that last weapon, and you can now use that blaster to unlock the other 3. It'll be way faster than struggling with the crappy default. All these weapons are great. The T21 is overpowered, the DL18 rips at close range, the E11D is one of the most consistent blasters in the whole game. The only one that I think has a bit of a learning curve is the Tuscan Cycler rifle on the Specialist. Takes a bit of practice, but it is dangerous if you can master it. If you unlock these first, the rest will be cake. If you guys liked the video or found any of the tips in it helpful, do me a favor and force push that thumbs up button. That lets YouTube know I'm doing a good job. And if you're new, I hope you consider subscribing for more Battlefront 2 content. Don't forget to ring the bell to get notified. That's all for this one. This has been Star. Stay stellar. Keep shining, baby.